Alright, it sounds like we might be around. So I guess it's opportune to know that the stream settings aren't complaining at me right now for once. And maybe to continue this. This thing I wish I could find the link to, alright. Or the file path to, rather. I'm kind of surprised that this audio thing has been playing for a while. Apparently 7 minutes have not passed. I kind of expected them to have it after this point. But I suppose not. Now they have, and yet the thing has not ended. Not ended, nor... Alright. I think it was wrong. Audio frame from the where I thought it was. Well, at any rate, I think it's time to continue this. This thing that I've just made appear. Oh yeah, there we go. And we can get through the rest of it in this span of time. Get through the rest of this medical shenanigans thing. And hope that my cold doesn't start acting up again. Because that's kind of annoying. Alright. And also be kind of surprised at the way my... Hello? My sleep cycle is choosing to behave right now. Maybe I should have eaten something a while ago, I don't know. But at any rate... what was going on last time was the 4th strain of guilt, Tetarty, being dealt with pretty much conclusively. But if we follow along with the naming scheme that those things have, there should be at least 7 of them. So there are 3 that haven't shown up yet. Also, this is happening. Apparently something's wrong with the secretary. He's pretty much only shown up once before in the story, but he's going to be showing up a lot more in this chapter. Because of what's happening here. We'll take record of the sins of our modern age. And of course that's one of the notes that comes before guilt is apparently put into someone. Empty Thursday. Still not entirely clear how that happens though. Or how they manage to get close enough to infect people. But we're just kind of forced to assume it happens because here we are. So the next 2 operations are going to be focused on dealing with the 5th guild, Penty. And are going to be also mostly focused on the 2 people involved in that being Anderson, who is the guy that's infected with it, and Victor, who we've only seen like once before. Who's supposed to be the main person who develops a cure for it. Around 25%, but even that's being generous. So we'll try. But this is apparently the first victim they know about. And apparently he doesn't care what happens as long as the others learn something from that. So let's see what we can do to get this started off. We got empty bodies in the right lung. We have no idea how to treat it, but we're still gonna cut open this person to figure out what we can do. Tell our objectivist do everything I tell you to do. Because there's no known treatment.
Let's begin the operation.
So here we go.
Okay, let's start.
So once again the vital sound tapped out. I don't understand why. But here we go. This is what Pempty looks like. Gelatinous fluid which fills up a lung. Can't really cut it off.
Moving on.
Or burn it with a laser, at least not initially.
Here goes.
Antibiotic gel doesn't do anything, and so we got a few medicines to try out. Let's try the vial of blue liquid in this concentration of cells, which keeps appearing and disappearing.
Let's move on.
Apparently the blue and pink medicines don't do much. About the yellow one. Apparently that's bad, so we need to neutralize it with the white one. Alternate between blue and yellow. It's alright. And then alternate between the pink medicine and the neutralizer. Can't wait. Have to wait for this thing to appear though. So boy. And apparently we need to inject them in very quick succession.
Just like I thought.
And now we can somehow excise a portion of the cells, even though we couldn't really do anything with the scalpel before. And since apparently we don't really know how to do anything else, that's all we can do right now.
Not half bad.
Apparently that was not half bad. I don't know, but... She got no bonuses and a B rating. So I don't know what we're gonna be able to learn from that, but... what we're gonna do next is medical research. Take a bit of a break from the usual actually operating. Apparently the Pempty strain has a weakness. Might be able to do something with a nano machine, but apparently we need to refine that. One of the strings is complex, Something tells me that's not really something a programmer would say. Maybe a programmer for another machine, I don't know. Since you know in programming a string is a variable that's a series of characters. So let's try to figure out a simple puzzle. Someone who's not quite as adept at maximizing his mental processes. So we need to solve the puzzle.
I can do this.
Partly for the purpose of finding out how other people do it, but... Well, here we go. Gotta fit each of these pieces into this grid. Which is done simply enough. Finish faster than 10 seconds. Apparently that's all it's required for the best rank. Then again, would you really expect anything else? Apparently though, that's a step forward for this operation though. Let's see what else we got. Alright, what are the countermeasures? Things impossible to remove directly, but the artificial DNA structure as its root has a distinct weakness. Collapses when attacked from a 3-dimensional angle, so that's what the nanomachine is for apparently. Apparently it otherwise has a rapid regeneration rate. So we inject the nanomachine directly.
Let's begin.
And then just take it out. That seems simple enough. So let's see how this works. Right after I do this. Alright, so we got the brown vial, which is the nanomachine. Which apparently we gotta inject a few times. Ooh, I'll deal with the tumors that come. Okay, because it's empty at its minimum size. Or not. Since we've exposed the core. But we can't extract it or anything. And it gets restored. But we're not giving up yet. Trying to do the nanomachine strategy again. And use a laser again. Ooh, and cut out the core. But it reboots itself. But we can't keep trying. Have to stop even though there were some tumors left exposed. So no, that didn't really work either.
Damn, this is bad.
So surprisingly, our very first attempt at coming up with a cure didn't quite work. They have an obvious flaw in their DNA, so of course they have a system to reinforce it. So we're not done with the development stage yet. Gotta make progress, you see. And the Director of Hope Hospital is here. And apparently Derek didn't know. But apparently these two know each other. And he's acting as an advisor. Well, there might be some development in the near future involving him. But for now it's time for another puzzle. But there are two of them this time.
Okay, I can do this.
Apparently these should be similar to the first time though, even though this time the grid is larger. So let's get started.
No, Dr. Styles.
The pieces do go inside the base, yes. Don't quite remember what the solution is though. Pretty sure this one went in either here or here. And I think that goes there. I think it'd be easier to try to figure out where this one goes first though. There we go.
I did it!
That's only the first part.
It's only the first part though. So let's see. I must have been thinking of this one. And apparently no one's supposed to help.
No, Dr. Styles.
This should go like this, and then this goes over there. Yeah, there we go.
Nice work, Dr. Styles.
Apparently if we finish faster than 90, we get specialist rank. So to get the best rank, I guess we need to finish faster than that. We only contributed about 1% though. Yeah, we keep talking about Delphi and Guild, but we still have no idea where they are. So let's see where all that will leave us in terms of trying to get rid of this thing. So all we can really do is destroy the guild that's killing him from inside. But we don't know if the secretary is gonna be able to survive this. Lung condition has dropped to critical. So we get a new type of laser to use for this. Apparently with a new laser leaves behind a lot less of the core protein. So even if we do the same thing as last time, it should work better now. I'm sure there will be no unforeseen developments.
It's payback time.
It's not like this is a super parasite or something. Like an exaggerated version of influenza, pretty much. So we inject the brown liquid to the nano machine and not miss like I just did. Until this thing comes out. Burn it up again. And there it goes. But the tissue has not receded. So here we go.
Don't screw up.
It's behaving erratically. And releasing these things, which you do not want to let survive because of what they do. This must be an adaptable mutation. Oh boy. They can adapt to any extreme condition. But this one isn't defensive but offensive. But yeah, it's not really obvious, but the pink things create lacerations if you let them live. These things create little tumors. And these things just slowly do damage until you get rid of them. However, if it's doing this, then it means that what we're doing is actually effective. Oh shit. Well, now you see what those things do, unfortunately. Well, you don't have to interrupt this to deal with that, so... Ooh. I'm fairly certain it's possible to get through the whole fight without having to deal with any of this, but apparently I'm not being fast enough. There we go. Oh, shush. Oh, shush. Again. Alright. Well, it's fairly easy to get rid of the spinning things at least. If you just concentrate on them while they're spawning, since they spawn from the center. Probably spread out. Well, some of the other things are annoying. As you can very well appreciate. Yes, I know the vitals are dropping. As long as I don't have to suture more things, I think he'll be alright with that. Oh shoot. Yeah, okay. But it looks like it might be over.
The chiral reaction is dropping.
It certainly looks like it now. With everything exploding for some reason.
Is negative.
And the chiral reaction is negative. So now all we gotta do is get rid of the tiny tumors here. And we survived. Barely within limits, but they're stabilized. So that's how you deal with influenza. And he's going home.
Nice work, Dr. Styles.
We did get a C though because of all the stuff that went through. Oh boy, and he's surprised that the secretary held out for so long. And that's actually a bit of an important thing to observe. It's a miracle that his body could withstand 3 operations, apparently. Apparently, Pempty focuses its attack on the nervous system. So he must have been in a lot of pain. But painkillers would have interfered with the test results, so he hid the pain. So actually for this next scene, I think I'm going to take a quick look at the save states I had have for the DS version, which I should have probably done earlier. Because... alright, yeah, I think I'll do that. A difference, I guess, between both versions is that the DS version has a few more scenes, a few more graphical scenes, that is. Hello? No, that's not the correct one. Why aren't you picking the right window? There it is. So this looks a little bit different. Pretty sure it has the same music and dialogue though. Unless it's acting weird for whatever reason. So here we go. 3 days after that. The secretary wakes up. And he's calling for Robert Hoffman. Because there's one last thing he wants to say. You should already know, you see, that the last operation took quite a toll on him. And apparently he wants to talk about a request. Apparently he's leaving Caduceus in Hoffman's hands. Even though Hoffman hasn't been a surgeon in a long time. And he stopped operating because he made a mistake while having the healing touch, as I'm sure we remember. And the patient is fighting too, I guess, especially when they've got nervous system attacks. Apparently, nobody's pleased that you stopped trying. And a bit of an echo of Derek, apparently. People shouldn't have to hear that their condition is incurable. Even though there's a lot of incurable conditions right now. Which is apparently the whole point of this organization, as I remember. And apparently he'll stay. And now this. Church looks kind of disfaced because of the whole gap between screens being non-existent. Apparently though they still agree on that. Which is why Derek ended up here. And I'm pretty sure that's the end of that scene. So after that brief interlude, it's time to go back to this thing, which doesn't show up because for some reason. I don't know why. It should. Or is it because it's paused? Oh yeah, I guess so. And watch the same scene, but since it's pretty much exactly the same, we'll go ahead and use the... yeah, there we go. Fast forward option. Which I'm pretty sure is the minus button on the Wii remote. And select on the DS version. And this time the lighting of the room changes instead of being a different perspective. Oh yeah, and since that's the last operation of this chapter, we get to play as the female doctor again. See what she's been up to after operating on a guy in the middle of the highway with a pen light. The kidney is on its way. Oh boy, where's Lambda? But there's also a tumor to think about. Also this person with the blotted out face. We need to excise the tumor before transplanting the kidney. And they're not concerned about the body rejecting it. Well, I don't know. Guilt severely inhibits the body's autoimmune response. Apparently that's good enough to eliminate that risk. I don't think that would really help though. I mean, I'm guessing that if your body rejects a kidney, it's for a reason. It's like, you know, cutting yourself just because a part of your body is numb. Just because you can't feel that it's bad doesn't mean that it's not bad. Well, apparently all of her patients are people expected to be seen back at work. So it's kidney transplant time. Tumors have been confirmed and must be extracted first though. Apparently though we're still waiting on the kidney, so it's time to deal with the tumor. So there are two parts to this, tumor excision and transplanting the new kidney. I have the feeling that the tumors are gonna be the special type.
Let's operate.
Alright, we're not looking at the kidney right now though. We're looking at the lower abdomen. So let's see, yep, it's a special tumors. So let's get started. Oh boy, better hurry up. These things are not good.
Get those vitals up. Good.
Please. Alright, there we go. Oops, well I skipped some dialogue, but there's a kidney. Yes. So we just plop it there. And now we need to restrict the blood pressure before we can attach stuff. So let's inject a vasoconstrictor into the vein. I think it's the red one. Yeah, there we go. Cut that open. Which apparently is mitigated by the vasoconstrictor in the blood. Pull the vein.
Good.
Suture it.
One down.
And do the same thing with the other pipes, I guess. Blue one, I think they're supposed to have different names, they're not all veins.
Oh, that's not right.
Damn it, alright.
One more to go.
And then the... Well, maybe I'm thinking of the incorrect thing. Hey, apparently we don't need to constrict whatever that is. And that's apparently how you do kidney transplant. So we wait for the vasoconstrictor to wear off. Yep, we certainly do. Apparently everything looks good. No magical problems certainly emerged.
That's it.
So that's a kidney transplant. Pretty sure the game after this one has a liver transplant. Do remember that one, actually naming all of the pipes you need to attach. Apparently we didn't do that great, so some sloppy performance. I was trying to save mankind or wipe it out. Yep, if you haven't figured it out yet, these people are working for Delphi, which is apparently behind guilt. A planet cannot support 7 billion people. Guilt will free mankind from the sins that bind it to a history of destruction. And apparently this guy's a professor, and they have a leader called Adam. Freedom from the shadow of medicine. But apparently they don't want to talk too much about any of that. So anyway, back to our regularly scheduled programming. We just got rid of... Actually, I'm pretty sure that like the different guild and other things that show up in these games are supposed to be like exaggerated versions of real viruses and pathogens and such, and I actually have a reference for some of them here. Apparently the first one, the one that chops the inside of the organ, is supposed to be like toxoplasmosis. The one that's the moving tumors is supposed to be like listeria. The cancer triangles are supposed to be scleroderma. The multicolor toxin I don't have a reference for, or the last one, but like I mentioned earlier, the giant lung mass is supposed to be like super influenza, and the one after this is supposed to be like a super deadly version of a parasitic worm or helminth. But we're not gonna run into that one for a couple of operations yet. For now, let's see what this dialogue scene will be. Well, apparently Hoffman did become the new executive director. And Richard Anderson died. Without this organization, the world would be powerless against medical terrorism. So I guess we're still pretty much doing the same thing though. Delphi's actions seem to be more and more deliberate. Chan, wouldn't you know it? Apparently there's just been a big guild outbreak. Or risk of an outbreak. So I guess we're getting out there. I think that we're about to get to the operation that gives the first game its name. Start treating the most advanced symptoms first. And apparently we're gonna give other doctors a crash course on how to deal with super parasites. And apparently Hoffman is gonna be operating again. So here we go. Yes. It's time for one of the most lengthy operations in this. Because of how it works. How he moves so fast, apparently he's still using the healing touch. So we got 10 minutes to finish this. 2 operation guilt victims. Multiple patients in need of immediate attention. 5 patients with Kyriaki, you see.
I will save this patient.
So we need to remove super toxoplasmosis from 5 people in 10 minutes.
There isn't much time.
It's apparently a new strain, even though I'm pretty sure it behaves exactly like the previous one.
Remember, we have 10 minutes.
Yes. Let's begin. Well, at least we actually filled up the vitals at the beginning of the operation this time. That's not something they do very often, I've noticed.
We've located the guild.
And this time, please, alright. Oh, come on. This time they... Oh, we don't really have to fill up the patient after every operation, since I'm pretty sure only the last one counts. Well, I'm pretty sure the last round of this is coming. As soon as I finish suturing this. Yep, there we go. Please. And there we have it. Well, that's one down. I'm sure he'll be fine. Or she'll be fine.
Vitals dropping.
What? What? How are you not dead yet? Please.
Vital reaction is negative.
I thought it only took 3 hits, unless I miscounted. Oh, there's another one there, being hidden by the fucking vital
We're
bar.
in good shape.
So, we've taken less than 2 minutes to deal with the first one, assuming we can get this in less than 38 seconds.
You treated the first patient.
So far so good.
Let's move to the next one.
Yes. And if we can not miscount with the rest of these.
We've located the guild.
Then it should go even faster. Hold on, there's 3 of them this time. And it's taking all the opportunities to keep slicing. Alright, should probably close up some of these, but not the last one, because that triggers the big one to come out. And we employ strategy in this operating theater, you see. I should like a surgical van. It's not entirely clear on where this is taking place.
Vitals dropping.
Oops, he takes 4 hits now. I guess it is different.
Vital reaction is negative.
Alright, let's take care of all the overlapping lacerations and not die. And there we go.
Amazing.
At this rate, we'll be able to save them all. Well, it will help if we don't really care about how well they are by the end of this.
Okay.
Apparently, Director Casal is sending in backup. Should keep moving though. So yeah, there is an actual contingency thing if you're actually not skilled enough to take care of all of these people Gonna be a lot of time.
We've located the guild.
Right, I only see 2 of these. And only 2 again. Oh, come on. So, this is going well enough so far. There is the last one indeed. Oh, but this time there's a little one next to it.
Vitals dropping.
Yes, I can see that. Also, I think you can actually slow down the bleeding from the big lacerations if you put the
Reaction is negative.
antibiotic gel over them. But the game doesn't really tell you this at any point. Alright, I think that's good enough. Because there's still 2 more of these people to go through. Hello.
That makes 3 patients.
Yes, that makes 3 patients.
Only 2 more.
I'm pretty sure that you only actually have to save 3 of them if you run out of time during the 3rd one. And you get told that the backup is coming and that you just have to finish up that one.
We've located the guild.
Totally overlapping. Alright. I only got 1.5 more to deal with though. I'm guessing there's gonna be a little one along this one. Yep, there it is.
Vitals dropping.
Alright, that should be it.
Vital reaction is
And now we
negative.
just need to survive this giant onslaught of blood loss. And we make it to the last one.
Just 1 more patient.
But just 1 more patient. Never mind the fact that we're not
We've saved our 4th patient.
taking
the last
as
one.
much care of each patient as we usually do, due to the fact that it doesn't affect our performance record. Because it clearly shows that we have the best intentions in mind.
We've located the guild.
Oh boy, there's 3 of them again. Okay, where's the last one? Come on. But this time I'm actually gonna try to keep the vitals higher up, since I have to fill this person up, since they're the last one. Come on, let's see if we can top them off. There we go. Well enough, at least. And here we go. And of course there's another one too. And there we go.
Stable.
Well, they're not really stable yet, since they got massive bleeding in what I can only assume to be the lungs. But now they should be. So time to fill up this person with the green fluid to make them stable again. Right. enough to neutralize the usage of the syringe for a while.
That was a close one.
And there we go.
Nice work, Dr. Styles.
And it was under the knife. And apparently we got all the bonuses, including no mistakes. Well, 4 patients saved. I'm good on this run for that. And apparently we can't stop. We're in luck now, you see. I'm actually not sure what this next one's going to be. They're still doing the same thing as before. Apparently in the suburbs now. Goodness. Could be an all-new strain. I'm pretty sure it isn't though. Oh boy, we got airborne guilt. Need to collect guilt samples while treating these patients. I think this might be another one of the ones that I hate. Oh yeah, it is. Treaty bodies detected. Pretty sure we already encountered the gas version of guilt though. Well, this guilt, that is, when the thorns become gas. This mutation is far more contagious than before. The thorns become highly toxic when vaporized.
Let's
Which
begin the operation.
we already knew, so I'm not sure why it's being treated as a new thing. But it's time to deal with the triangles again.
Let's begin.
So we don't want to let the poison escape. Oh yeah, and there's 2 sets of them this time. Alright. Let's give this a try. Let's play some asteroids. Yeah, that's what I thought. Shush. Come on. So, I don't know if I explained this before, but the way this works is pretty much you have to remove the thorns on as many as you can before you start taking these things out, because if there is a side that has at least 2 thorns adjacent to it, like that, it will grow if you remove a piece while those thorns are in place. And the way you win is by removing all the pieces, so... But at least, you know, it works this way now, just forceps the things out. The way it worked in the DS version, you had to actually cut them out with the scalpel. That was a pain. Anyway, yes, I know I'm trying to be. I can't really help it a lot of the time. However, I should probably heal at some point. Come on. And the blue pieces hurt a lot. Oops, what happened there?
Proceed as normal.
Come on, almost done here. Right, last 2, there we go. So now we just heal back up. I'm gonna pretend that never happened. I think there might be one more treaty operation in the game. Not counting the bonus stages at the end. No healing touch, well. Pretty sure that's a thing too, since the healing touch would help a lot. getting that done faster. Pretty much all the 3D operations give you bonuses for not using it. Oh wait, the target strain has been confirmed nearby. I wonder if we're gonna do that next. Very guilty wolves, well. Patients being transported from a nearby hospital. Apparently too contagious to treat in a normal operating room. Resistant to serum and much stronger than before. I'm pretty sure it's pretty much exactly the same though.
Starting the operation.
They say that there are like stronger strains, but I'm pretty sure the method doesn't change.
Let's begin.
Okay. Apparently the guild is stronger than usual. You keep saying that, but like I said, I'm not gonna take your word for that unless I can evaluate this for myself. Alright, let's get rid of the poison sacks as before. Please.
Good work.
Alright. And now for the color code boss again. Alright, the yellow one's in the middle. And the green one's there.
Auto reaction decreasing.
Alright, the yellow one's on the right, and the green one is on top right now. It's purple, green below, and yellow above. I keep missing. Well, you say it doesn't seem to be effective, but I disagree with you. I'm pretty sure it's working pretty much the same way as before. Alright, gotta be careful you don't inject the wrong one into the wrong one, since that causes more poison sacks to appear. Alright. Oh, come on, quit steering like that. You're messing me up.
Auto reaction is negative.
I don't know, that seemed to go exactly like the first fight against Maturity Tarty. Same number of injections needed and everything. Seemed like less actually.
Nice work, Dr. Styles.
So yeah, not a lot has changed. We're just going over stuff we've already gone through. There are killed victims in at least 4 California cities. Wait, the California cities with giant kanji and katakana signs all over the place. The traditional American katatsu. Oh boy. And apparently some bureaucrats don't like what Sydney's doing right now. Okay, how to avoid those shipments. You what? Proper clearance to issue those treatments to public facilities. Oh boy. So apparently the bureaucrats are being obstructive. The politicians seem restless. And now that Richard's gone, there's nothing to hold him back. Copies of our guild reports to all major US hospitals, which is where we are. All the American technology. Flight to San Francisco. And apparently this guy's trying to deliver something. Some medication. And apparently after seeing that, pilot is somehow going faster. Because, you know, airplanes are usually supposed to do that. There's no risk involved. And Mary from the beginning of the game is apparently watching all of this unfold. So that was eventful. And there's another dialogue scene incoming. You know what, 1 second. I'm going to go get a thing before I continue. So I'll be back in about a minute. Alright, went ahead and got some food since I woke up at like 2 hours ago actually, and I haven't really eaten since then. So I'll probably be getting some of that while this scene plays out. Infiltration. So it's time for some action. Well, we're in the hospital at night, and apparently there's no one else around, except like 5 or 6 doctors. Apparently they dealt with the potential outbreak really well. And apparently Sidney is a hero now because he refused to abort the medicine shipments. Even the counter-terrorism unit is getting involved. The president's gonna be here next week. The president of Japan, I mean the United States. I guess it would be Bush, I don't know, 2006. Unidentified persons have been seen on the premises, though. Could it be someone from Delphi? Yes, that would be our first instinct. Several intruders already escaped, though. We don't even know whether they're armed. Well, don't have any leads on their location. So we need to find them, because we're so qualified for that. And apparently Angie knows Aikido. Apparently though it's not the Venusian variety. There's no one around, but only there is though. One of the Delphi. Who is this guy with the shadowed face? And apparently I'm just surprised at that. He had a gun, so it's probably for the best they didn't catch him. Well, apparently she managed to take a picture, but she also had something happen to her. So yeah, it's time to meet the... Well, I would say it's time to meet the 6th guild, but I'm gonna take another quick time out to actually eat some of this food, so... What's next on the playlist? Oh, why not? This will do.
Summer slipping inside me that crawls beneath the surface. Crawling, crawling. This lack of self-control, I fear is never crawling, crawling. I can't crawl to find myself again. My walls are crawling in.
Without this to confidence, I'm convinced that there's just too much confidence to take.
I felt this way before. So insane.
Alright, that should hold me over for now. Well, I got some flautas, which are basically like very small fried cylindrical narrow tacos, which you get from the weekend market pretty much every Saturday. But anyway, let's see how the doctor that got attacked is doing. He found a needle in her leg. And they don't know what sign it is, so it's a new one. It's time to meet the ringworm of death. Calling it Paraskevi since that matches the theme naming. Got a 97% match. It's fibrous, which is a pain in the ass. And because of the way this one works, we really need to hurry. since it moves towards the heart. But it's in the stomach right now.
Let's get started.
Or moving towards the stomach.
There isn't much time.
Oh boy. So let's cut her open at once. Okay, it's in the intestine right now. Let's suture up these wounds and try to figure out what caused them.
We've
There
located
it
the
is. It's a fibrous guilt. We don't really know how to do with it yet, do we? Nope, we'll try the laser. And we laser its tail segment, I guess. So the way we deal with this is this Paraskevi. It's, well, see how it has all those segments? Every part of its mass functions as a muscle. We can't just extract it. And it will keep burrowing into organs to cause all the damage it can. But we have, well, what we have to do is keep cutting the thing until it's really small, and then extract it. So we cut it up, and it splits into two. So there's gonna be asteroids, and it creates a laceration each time it splits. Unfortunately, it's not too bad. But it's still too large to extract, apparently. And they become more and more numerous. But now the smallest ones that are present are
chiral reaction.
fit for extraction, just like that. Just immobilize them, and you can extract them.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
nope, that one's not good enough. Ooh, that one's trying to burrow into the organ, and that's not good. But we gotta take care not to freaking get
Final
cut
stopping.
to death. So there's something else to take care of. Oh boy, we're
Halfway through.
in the danger zone now. But I can't let this thing go too far. Because if it does, then... well, it has a kind of a progression where it goes from one organ to another, but if it reaches the heart and bursts into that, then we instantly lose, even if we still have time. So we shouldn't be letting it do that. So we take one segment in half. We'll keep dividing that until we have the most basic dividends, I guess, which are the ones that are present right now. And get rid of those, and then clean up all the lacerations that have happened as a result of that. And we might actually be able to get rid of the whole thing without it leaving the first organ. Which is not something I usually manage to do, but it's not too difficult if you just follow the strategy of, you know, don't let it do much really, and always chop it into half and focus on the one half that you've already chopped before paying attention to the other one. Oh yeah, there we go. Defeat.
Chiral reaction is negative.
So we take care of these lacerations, and there we go. We're in the clear now.
Not half bad.
Still have an anesthesiologist. Oh yeah, didn't make this minimized, did I? No, I didn't, alright. Oops. And I was trying to click back into the window, which caused me to make a mistake.
Nice work, Dr. Styles.
Alright. Paraskevi moved one time or less, well... I guess that does pay off. So we've encountered every day of the week so far, except for Saturday. Well, let's see what the picture Sybil took was. Apparently we haven't even glanced at it yet. She's very handsome, I guess. Apparently that was Professor Blackwell with the shadowy face. He was studying immunology, but he went missing about 10 years ago. He was a big-name scientist. Kenneth Blackwell, who disappeared 13 years ago, leaving his wife and daughter behind. Managed her father, of course. So it's time to learn more about the magic disease developers, one of which is apparently Angie's father. Apparently we will learn more things. Professor Blackwell has been located in Santa Balboa, which is totally a real place in the US of A. He's hiding at the IDOT Pharmaceuticals Research Lab. That's good proofreading. And apparently the FBI has been watching him. So they're gonna be raiding the lab, and we're going as well to deal with any guilt-related stuff. There might be one problem: the fact that apparently Angie might have trouble dealing with that. See how apparently the guy that they're going after is her father. So they want to arrange someone else to assist him. How don't you know it? She's right there. But apparently she wants to go, and all of a sudden she's met with no resistance. So I guess we're all set. Oh boy. So she wants to know the truth, but wants to talk to her father. Apparently he disappeared when she was a child. Well, she says she'll be fine tomorrow. I don't know, with an operation like that, or a reaction like that, rather. So, well, we're almost to the end of chapter 5, and almost to the point where the game kind of splits depending on the version, but I'll cover all that. Oh no. We want to see how this plays out. It begins. And apparently the only doctor they sent is Derek. So they're off to Santa Balboa. Apparently there are a lot of peninsulas with mountains and coast towns along the shoreline. How biohazard here? Well, this certainly looks like a laboratory. Oh boy. This guy wearing the same uniform as the Delphi people. Apparently he's infected with guilt as well. But he says he's already dead. He wants Derek to help the professor though. But apparently we are confident that we can save them both. And apparently we have anesthesia on the table handy, so... unknown infection detected. Well, let's see what we got. There's only one guild left to encounter in the game, remember. We're going in blind again. they accidentally create this guild? I don't think they did. I think they encourage suicide even though they want people to die.
Let's begin the operation.
So let's see what we got. Isn't my father a terrorist? I don't know. Well, let's open up his lungs, I guess. Check out these lacerations. And try to figure out what happens when we take care of them. All these things come out. Guilt. So we do what we always do and burn them with the laser. These little purple things, which start getting around like that, which is not a good thing. Since that results in them doing this, everything's dropping, his condition's worsening, and there's a blue crystalline thing walking around now with them. But I don't want to kill it first, because if there's enough of these little purple guys around, oh my god, they'll just create more if one of them is absent. And we need a laser to kill both of them. Yep. Yeah, like that. They swarm and they give a big health hit
Doctor!
when they create a blue guild.
Vitals to
But fortunately,
is negative.
right now it's easy enough to deal with that since they're all that's around. But much like with the first appearance of the Tarty, this is actually a mature form of the actual guild that they're associated with.
Why would he do this?
I don't know why he would do this. But I have the feeling we're gonna meet the real one in just a moment here. The real guild, that is. At least we know how to handle it now, just burn it very quickly. It was probably still in development, so we found it just in time. It's not, or it is totally the only thing we will encounter right now. Surely nothing will follow. The other guy did want you to save the professor, but haven't encountered him yet. We will soon, though. In the final operation of this chapter, which I think I will hold off for another minute or two because I want more food. Alright, that's been dealt with. So let's see how this penultimate 11th hour is resolved. The professor is in here, yes. That's what he looks like. And apparently we're going to operate immediately. Because he's definitely in need of that right now. Find ways to treat all 6 strains. And apparently the guild inside him isn't like anything we've seen. Sabato is completed. So he pretty much expects to die. None of us are allowed to die, oh boy. So why did he create guild? Apparently he didn't know that that was his daughter. Well, there's a reason for that, but it's yet to be revealed. Apparently he's gonna let them do it, but apparently we cannot defeat death, because it is not of this world. So it's time to see what the final guild is. Unknown infection detected. Well, we already heard that. Its name is apparently Salvatore. It's the same guild as before, so it should be easy, right? Just burning blue stuff with the laser. Yeah, she doesn't know why he left. Left to do this, no less. And these are sins apparently he'll have to deal with. But first we need to take care of this. This final guild, which, like pretty much every other final challenge in these games, is gonna be on the heart.
Let's begin.
So let's begin. Notice how there's no music. There we go.
Oh my god.
Yep, this is Sabato. Attack the center one. How with the scalpel, of course. And as soon as we switch to that, we receive the analysis. The nest directly nullifies the victim's heartbeat, which apparently absorbs its energy as well. There's no way to stop it apparently, but we might have a countermeasure. If we destroy the nest, we might be able to deal with that, so we cut it with the scalpel, but apparently that also melts the scalpel. So we have to wait to get a new one. And while we're waiting to do this, that thing's not gonna stay put. It's gonna create these little purple things, which will eventually create more of the blue things if we let them be. So we don't do that. It's cursed to a different part of the heart now that the nest is destroyed. And it makes a new one. So, you know, seems kind of relaxed so far. Ooh. Until those things appear. Oh, there it is. I was wondering where it had gone. So it keeps going back and forth between the upper heart and the lower heart, I guess. And creating more webs, like a spider would. It's not really clear what that thing's supposed to be, in terms of being a creature. It looks a little bit different in the DS version from this version as well. In the DS version it looks a bit more like a beetle, I guess. It's rounder. But there's another web right there. Which is attached from everything else. That's nice. Well, we destroyed the nest 3 times, so we got lacerations, but also an interruption. If the nest is destroyed, then we can confront the Salvatore directly, even as it makes lacerations. And we burn it with a laser. We neutralize its outer protective layer. Oh god. But it also creates lacerations, which spawn more of those little purple guys, which, as we've seen, are a hazard. And we don't want to wear out the laser because we needed to get rid of the little guys, and we don't want many of them to be active at the same time, as we've seen. So we just keep at it. My god. I'm trying to deal with all the stuff that he does in the meantime. While keeping the vitals up.
We're through the outer layer.
Well, we burned through the outer layers and now we just shunk the motherfucker. And follow it to the other part of the heart, where we keep doing the same thing. So this is pretty much the gist of it. Come on. Can really gonna do something. Well, I guess not anymore. Right, there we go. Right, there we go. Well, we can leave a few of the blue purple guys behind, but if there's not enough of them to create a blue guild, then it doesn't really matter. Even though it kind of looks like we have kind of an idle animation where they kind of nibble into the heart, but it doesn't really do much. Alright. I thought that the protective layer was out, but I guess not. No, it is. So we do need to stab it. There we go. And now Victor's here. He rushed over to give us this medicine for Saboteur. That might be a bit loud, actually, I just realized. Apparently there are other researchers who saved helped them develop this. So we inject it into the guild. Next chance we get, which means that we need to burn through the outer layer again. So it's just a matter of being consistent and patient, very patient. And fast, that also helps. And be very hopeful that it doesn't do stuff that actually hurts like that. Goodness. Right. And let those guys gather. Apparently there was a bad shooter in. Come on. Should be only one more layer of stuff. Alright. Now we finish it off with the injection, but I want to top off my vitals first because of what's about to happen. We inject it, which causes it to do this. So we can healing touch on it, but apparently that's still not good enough to hurt it, so of course what we do
I have to concentrate. I won't give up.
is do a double healing touch, which freezes time. So we can do all this at our leisure. And not even saving while we're doing it. So here we go.
I won't let that happen.
So that's some death animation. And that is how we deal with hard spiders. So now all we're gonna do is close him up. And not try to ponder too hard about what just happened.
Thank God.
Well, let's see what we got. Got an A rank. Pretty sure taking the opportunity to suture all those things right at the end does raise your score significantly. So I guess it ended well. Still need to carry him out though. Then it's finally over. Well, that's the end of chapter 5. It's not quite the end though. There's one more chapter after this, but we can't see it until we complete all the set chapter preparations, I guess.